So yesterday, the Atlanta Falcons and Kirk Cousins put on quite the show, leading to an overtime victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 36-30. And if you're the Falcons, this is what you were hoping to see when you decided to bring in Kirk Cousins to Atlanta this offseason, paying him $45 million per year, making him the 13th highest paid quarterback in the NFL. He broke his own career high in pass yards in a game at 509, and he broke the Falcons' passing yard record for a game set by Matt Ryan at 503 yards. And so early in the season, after week one, there was a ton of talk, speculation on social media, looking at Kirk Cousins coming back from his Achilles injury. And he didn't look super comfortable. It looked like that was maybe still bothering him a little bit. And I think typically if you're coming back from a big injury like that, you would expect that it could take a little bit of time to get comfortable, a little time to sort of get your feet back under you and feel comfortable and confident enough to go out there and play at the level that you used to play at before the injury. And now that we're, 5 games into the NFL season, Kirk Cousins came out and looked like the quarterback he's looked like in the past, but even better in this game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And to see what the Falcons have been able to do in crunch time this year, Kirk Cousins back earlier in the season leads that game-winning drive against the Philadelphia Eagles when they win that game 22-21. And then Kirk in this game comes in, takes the team down the field. They get into field goal range. They take it to overtime as time expires. They win the coin toss, and then the Falcons are able to go down and score a touchdown to win this game. So if you're the Falcons, you are excited that Kirk Cousins has finally arrived, that he's finally playing like the guy that you hoped he would play like when you paid him $45 million per year. And here's the thing. When you're bringing a quarterback back who's, 36 years old, who's coming off a pretty serious injury, there is a risk involved bringing him in. And I think after game one, there were some people, where you're a little bit like, oh gosh, is he the same guy he used to be? Is he going to be able to get over this and get back into form? And now he fully has. And so if you're the Falcons, you have to be very excited about what you've seen from Kirk Cousins, especially last night. And here's a quote from an ESPN article by Michael Rothstein. He says, Falcons coach Raheem Morris said football is, quote, all about confidence, in a quote, and each week he said he has seen Cousins become more confident coming off his season-ending Achilles injury in 2023. And in this game versus the Buccaneers, Kirk Cousins threw 4 touchdown passes to 1 interception. He had thrown 4 touchdown passes total in the previous 4 games. So it was just an all-out day by Kirk Cousins, one of the best games of his entire career, and to see him win in overtime was pretty cool. And here's the thing with the Falcons moving forward. Are they perfect? No, their defense is pretty shaky. They allowed 24 points in the first half. Luckily, they were able to sort of get things handled in the second half. Only allowed Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to put up 2 field goals in the second half, which allowed the Falcons to, sort of stay in that game and be able to come out on top later in the game. And so going forward, you at least know now that Kirk Cousins and this offense can put up points in a hurry. And considering the, weaknesses on this defense, the Falcons may need some games like this from Kirk Cousins if they want to win. There are a few things with this defense that are somewhat concerning looking forward. They're dead last in pressure percentage per NFL Pro, tied for dead last in sacks. They're 21st overall in points per game allowed. So you're going to need this offense to really carry you if the defense doesn't take some, big strides forward moving forward. But I mean, honestly, in the NFL, games come down to the wire all the time. And honestly, at the end of the day, you just want to be able to know that you have a chance when it comes down to crunch time. And so far, to see what Kirk Cousins has done in the clutch has to give the Falcons a ton of confidence where, any game they can win it if they, can have one final possession at the end of the game. Kirk Cousins is really good when it comes to clutch time so far this season. And I think, too, when you look at this offense, the fact that it is a new offense with Kirk Cousins coming in, he's having to get the chemistry with the receivers, with Drake London, who had an insane game. All in all, I think that if you're a Falcons fan, you probably come out of this insanely excited, even though there are some things that need to be fixed, mostly on the defensive side of the ball. To see what they did in the second half was good to see. And then to see Kirk Cousins come in and dominate gives the Falcons a good chance going forward. With the way Kirk Cousins is playing, they have a chance against any team in the NFL if you're throwing for 500 plus yards. If you want more NFL content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.